What's going on with you guys? Hope you guys are having a good Thursday afternoon. Hope you guys have been staying safe during this Arctic front. I know it's been crazy with all the ice storm that we've been getting. Outside earlier, some of the ice has just melted and everything seems to be getting back to normal. Anyways, guys, it's championship weekend. You got 4 teams, the final four of the NFC and then the AFC for championship Sunday. This is what they call it, the final four. Four of these teams are trying to get to the big game next month in New Orleans, which is the Super Bowl. And one of these teams have been playing really so hot this season. And on the NFC, you got Washington with Jaden Daniels, who's been playing good in his rookie year that they selected him out of LSU. He's got 2 playoff wins. He's 2-0 in the playoffs, who defeated Tampa Bay and Detroit. And now there's never been a rookie that's ever played in the Super Bowl, so I wouldn't be surprised if Jaden Daniels makes his first Super Bowl start. So anyways, guys, here are my championship Sunday for the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship picks. For the NFC Championship game, you got the Washington Commanders playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Washington upset the Detroit Lions last weekend, 45-31. Washington's defense went after Jared Goff and they managed to pick him off 5 times. And Jaden Daniels has been putting on some magic lately, getting the first downs and touchdowns that he's been doing. And I'm surprised on the way he's playing. And kind of surprised that Washington made it to the NFC Championship game since 1991, where they beat Buffalo in the Super Bowl, and they're trying to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time in franchise history. And on the other side, you got the Philadelphia Eagles, who's been on the playoff run lately. The main reason is that they signed Saquon Barkley last year in the offseason. Saquon Barkley kind of reminds me more of Marshawn Lynch with Seattle when they made that deep playoff run, and the Eagles managed to find ways to keep on winning. And I was surprised that it was a close game last week, the snow game, where they managed to beat Matt Stafford and the Detroit and the LA Rams last weekend. And I'm surprised that every time a team plays against Saquon Barkley, he manages to put up big yards on every game that he's played against other opponents. This should be a pretty good matchup. It's an NFC East matchup. And all these 2 teams are in the same division like the Cowboys are in. And I know Washington, they made a lot of big moves during free agency, and they've been playing, and I'm surprised that they upsetted Tampa Bay and Detroit, because the last time that team that were the 6th seed were the New York Giants, because I remember back in 2011 when Eli Manning and the Giants went on that deep playoff run, upsetting the Green Bay Packers, and then they went into Santa Clara and upset the 49ers. Then they eventually went on to win the Super Bowl against the Patriots. This is going to be a good game rivalry. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an upset here, so I'm picking the Washington Commanders to win the NFC Championship game, because Jaden Daniels has been playing really good so far this season. And don't be surprised if the Eagles get upset in the NFC Championship game, so I'll pick the Commanders in this one. Okay, the primetime game on CBS is the AFC Championship game. You got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The rivalry between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, part 5 in the playoffs. And Kansas City got back on business last week. It was kind of slow in the first half because they started off with field goals against the Texans last weekend, and Patrick Mahomes managed to put on some magic in the second half, connecting with Travis Kelce, and there were some mistakes that they made, but Mahomes was able to get the Chiefs back in the game, and I'm surprised that Kansas City managed to find ways to keep on winning. Even also, and on the other side, you got Buffalo, who have won 2 playoff games in the wild card and the divisional round. They beat Denver in the wild card round, and in the divisional round, they managed to survive last week against the Baltimore Ravens. Everyone picked Baltimore, knowing that if Baltimore would have at least tied the game up at 27, it would have gone to overtime, and many would have gone to Lamar Jackson versus Mahomes in the AFC Championship game. But unfortunately, everyone kind of lost the bet because they overbetted too much on the Baltimore Ravens. And I know many people still think that if Mark Andrews would have caught that 2-point conversion, then that would have been a whole different story. But Josh Allen knows how to make the right plays, and these 2 rivalries between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes kind of reminds me more of Tom Brady against Peyton Manning, Stephen Curry against LeBron James. And these 2 teams met each other back in the regular season. It was the Week 11 game when Kansas City was undefeated, and then Buffalo managed to win that game. And I know these 2 were going to meet again in the playoffs in the AFC Championship game. And it turns out it was right, because I think that Buffalo, they managed to keep it close last week against Baltimore. I know Josh Allen likes to run the football a lot and knows how to make the right plays. And Patrick Mahomes, he knows how to make huge comebacks on every playoff game that he's played. Because in last week's game against the Texans, they managed to put up 23 against Houston because their defense went after C.J. Stroud and managed to keep the Texans off the field. So I'm looking forward to this matchup. I think Mahomes has what it takes to win another Super Bowl, to go for the three-peat. It's something that I have not seen before from every Super Bowl that I have seen. There's never been a three-peat in franchise history. And the only way the Kansas City Chiefs can make it a Super Bowl three-peat is if they can put on some magic and they manage to get off to fast starts on every game, because you can't always beat a team with field goals. You always gotta start off with touchdowns. And I think the only way is that the Mahomes knows how to make good comeback wins. And because these 2 teams met in the AFC Championship game 3 years ago, and Kansas City managed to win that game, and then they advanced to the other Super Bowl. So I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs in this one for the AFC Championship game, because I think Mahomes is gonna go win another Super Bowl and manage to complete the three-peat. So I'll pick the Kansas City Chiefs in this one. So there you go, guys. There are my Championship Sunday picks. My Super Bowl prediction will be the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Washington Commanders. That will be a good matchup that I would like to see next month in New Orleans, because I think the Chiefs and the Commanders will be a good Super Bowl matchup. So let me know what your Super Bowl prediction will be next month, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 59 picks. So enjoy Championship Sunday. Let's hope Patrick Mahomes goes for the three-peat. Hopefully they play Washington in the Super Bowl. So thank you guys for watching. Y'all stay warm out there and always bet responsibly. Peace.